Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, welcome aboard the Tier 10 Pan American battleship extraordinaire, the Libertad. For those of you who don't hablar español, that means liberty. The Libertad is the final tier of this new short line of Pan American secondary focused battleships, none of which have any torpedoes. They all are pretty impressive. I played the Libertad, which is the Tier 8. It kind of reminds you of an improved Bismarck in a lot of ways. Good secondaries. As a matter of fact, I think they are on the Tier 8. It is the same guns as the Bismarck, the 15-inch, 381mm guns. And they've got about Bismarck or Gneisenau level of accuracy too, which is sort of a German kind of thing. But the focus of all these battleships, you don't worry too much about the main guns. I think the main thing is this ungodly secondary battery, which can contain on the Tier 9 the Los Andes and the Tier 10 the Libertad up to 234mm guns, which is bigger than heavy cruiser. It's more into like super cruiser range. And then there's 127mm all over that too. There's a lot of guns in it. The ship itself is kind of long, kind of wide, kind of a big target really, probably for torpedoes or planes. But they all seem to be fairly tough, fairly fast, fairly maneuverable, and just wonderful secondary batteries on all of them. I did the Pranga first and was busy with other things, so I didn't really get a chance to grind up to the Tier 9, the Los Andes, and the Libertad until just last weekend. And I ran through the Los Andes in about 9 games in asymmetrical and immediately had the Libertad. And I really like the Los Andes and still do. And Libertad is in some ways better. In some ways, I think I like the Los Andes, the Tier 9. A teeny bit better too. But either way, they're both, all three of them are really magnificent ships. Some people say they're overpowered. Some people say they're broken, as the term goes. I think they're about perfect, and they have dethroned the Schlieffen as one of the best secondary built battleships in the game, which I think was a long time coming. The Schlieffen still has her torpedoes, which makes her deadlier than this thing at really, really close range. But in that mid to fairly short range, these Pan American ships are all just utterly deadly. It's like a death sentence for a destroyer to make a run at you. With most things, light cruiser just going to get chewed completely up. You can set your secondary batteries to be firing at one ship and engage another one with your main guns, or what I like to do is I'll lock onto it with the secondaries, fire at something else with my main guns, and then switch. By the time I switch back over and get the second shot off at the one that my secondary batteries are locked on, the secondaries have already chewed it down to about half health, and then I do a volley with main guns, and it's all over them, even if it's a battleship. Most of them die really quick, at least in asymmetrical, where you're going up against one in Tier 2, 2 tiers below you. It's not that good against ships of your own level, but in asymmetrical, it's fun. It's like it's seal clubbing at its very, very best. But really enjoying these ships, and glad you could come aboard and watch me have a really good time with them. They'll probably end up nerfing them, which is what me and everybody that I think loves them is afraid of. But and it's something needs to be done, because you'll see 2 and 3 of them in this mode especially. They're almost perfect. this and Brawl. I think Rank they do really good too. Anything where you can get up close and personal. Now, this first 3 battles that you're watching in the background are what I would consider to be the ultimate secondary, just full balls deep build. You got 2 secondary modules, one in your module slot number 3 and one in your module slot number 6. They both held about your secondary batteries, and then the ship's captain himself has trained both of the secondary battery skills. So that's you can't get much more than that. And then of course with a secondary battery flag mounted to, you get like 13.5 kilometers range, and it's the 127s shoot quick, and then the 234s hit and just hit like hammers, and it's really, really nasty. It's fun, especially in this mode where you are seal clubbing. I mean, you can take risks that would get you killed really quickly in a random battle or something, but it's just so much fun. Another great thing about these ships is they can take a pounding. They really can, and because these builds that you see displayed here, where you can see afterwards what I used, are not by any means any kind of a survival build. They're all set up for kind of maximum damage, greedy amounts of it. And when you go around and you're under fire from 2 and 3 things at one time, it's a pretty tough ship. It's got pretty good armor. It's kind of low to the water, even though it's long and wide. There's not much, a huge amount of superstructure on them. So there, I got 3 fires on me. It's fun. Pop goes the weasel moment. I got lucky here. I got behind 2 battleships that weren't, neither one of them had any main guns to the rear. The Nebraska there, and then whatever that French thing is up there. Pop goes the weasel. Charles Martel, he's about to have a bad day. Comes the funny button, which we hadn't even discussed, which increases your accuracy and your reload time on your secondary battery for a short while after you build it up with hits by your main battery or receiving potential damage, I think. So it just encourages you to brawl. Like I need any encouragement. This is how I play random. This is how I play co-op. This is how I play brawl mode. This is how I play asymmetrical battle. I like to just go at things. When you do it against the computer doesn't freak out. But when you do it against humans in brawl or ranked or something, a lot of people just can't handle it when you just come straight at them with something. You can tell people react and freak out. Part of why I still love this game. But this is the Apranga, the Los Andes, and the Libertad. New additions. They've been around for a couple months now. And very well worth the grind for anybody wishing to start playing them if you haven't already. I do good in all these games. The 4th game and the 5th game on here, I did switch out one module, which was the 3rd module slot on this, to the artillery plotting room 1 or whatever it is. That gives you dispersion on the main guns and then a little bit of dispersion on the secondary guns for the last 2 builds. And it made a noticeable difference in the crappy accuracy of the main guns on the Libertad, which on the Libertad, they're not 381s, they're 419s, so they're over 16 inches. They're good size, but they're their accuracy is, I mean, maybe inherently a little worse than the 381s, but the artillery plotting room in module slot 3 seems to make a better difference in the last few games. I was getting better hits with the main guns, at the cost of some of the secondary ability, admittedly, but I think it was a fair trade-off. I got the best game I had on the very last one, and that was with quite a bit of main battery gun hits. But I'll shut up now, and if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. Get out there and play a game that you love, even if it's not World of Warships. Find something that, you know, engages you and keeps your mind active and working. Anyway, I love this game. I love this new ship. Got to be one of my favorites, along with the Helena, the Scharnhorst, and the Marceau, and the Kleber, probably. But anyway, enjoy the video, and hope everyone will maybe leave me a like or a thumbs up or something. Anyway, have a good day and enjoy.
It's gotta be the other way from me. I always find the one behind me.
Capture that area. Enemy battleship detected. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship sighted. We destroyed an enemy cruiser. We destroyed an enemy cruiser. Enemy battleship detected. Ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir. Enemy battleship destroyed.